First, as we join you here at 11 o'clock, it's going to be confetti and snowflakes right here in New York City tomorrow night. And right now on the night team, we want to take you live right to the heart of Times Square at this very hour from EarthCam, where this time tomorrow night, it's going to be a sea of people. Thousands of people will pack Times Square in what's expected to be a cold, breezy night in New Year's Eve in New York with snow showers moving through. The ball drop, which started in 1907, will also celebrate America's 250th birthday for 2026. And in Louisville, downtown is getting you ready. As I was walking after the 6 o'clock news tonight, I found that downtown Louisville is still showing the Christmas and holiday colors going into the new year. You can spot the lights blocks away, highlighting the rooftop of the downtown convention center at 4th and Market. Red and green really showing up well tonight. The convention center was renovated with color-changing floodlights that can highlight any season with unique colors. And hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt. Good to be with you as we count down to New Year's Eve in 2026. Chief Meteorologist Mallory Schnell is here now to tell us all what we can expect for the big day and night tomorrow. A lot of people going to be outside tomorrow night. Mallory.
Hey there, Doug. We are expecting seasonally chilly conditions for your New Year's Eve. During the day, temperatures will warm into the mid-30s to the north, low to mid-40s to the south. Louisville kind of somewhere in between that with highs in the upper 30s right around that 40-degree mark. We'll have clouds increasing throughout the course of the day, so only partly sunny skies are on tap. And then as we do ring in the new year, we are expecting temperatures to fall from the upper 30s into the mid-30s. We have a slight chance for light snow to the northeast of Louisville, but better chances will be around really the Cincinnati metro area. Tonight, we're still sitting in the upper 20s to right around 30 degrees, and we will see some snow pass off to our north. I know it looks awfully close, but this will continue to push to the east and north, really southeast, I should say, as we carry on into tonight. So this will just bring us some cloud cover tonight. Better chance for that light snow to the northeast tomorrow night. Otherwise, just expect chilly conditions overnight tonight with lows in the 20s. And once again, those high temperatures ranging from the 30s to the 40s tomorrow. We'll talk much more about our quieter start to 2026 coming up in our 7-day forecast. Doug.
Mallory, thanks so much. Our top story for you on the night team. We are looking at a cold night, as Mallory just told us, right here in Kentuckiana tomorrow night, the last day of 2025. Preparations are underway in downtown Louisville for New Year's Eve celebrations. And after a year of cracking down on local bars, WHAS11 night team's Alex Dieter is talking to Metro ABC today about how the city is getting ready for a safe evening.
Calm and quiet welcomes you to 4th Street Live. But setup is underway.
It really is a tradition that means a lot to our team and to downtown Louisville.
Because in 24 hours, downtown Louisville will be packed with thousands of people ringing in 2026 for 4th Street Live's 15th New Year's Eve celebration.
It's one of the busier locations at New Year's Eve.
Louisville Metro Alcoholic Beverage Control has been preparing to make sure bars and businesses are following the laws while they celebrate.
We've got plainclothes detectives that are out there looking for things that need to be changed.
Chief of Enforcement Ronald Fay.
So whether it's New Year's Eve or any of the days that we are out in the establishments, anywhere that the public is able to go.
Louisville has seen a major crackdown from ABC this year. Violence and underage drinking have led to emergency suspensions and even closures for metro bars and restaurants.
We want to ensure that we're changing those behaviors and ensuring that the community is safe and that we're not putting young people into an atmosphere in which they're not quite prepared for.
ABC and LMPD are working to ensure the safety of people celebrating the lead up to the clock striking midnight and after on the roads.
Prior to the role that I'm in now, I did the collision reconstruction and worked way too many of those fatal car crashes where people had lost their lives, and it comes down to a decision. You know, it's a simple decision. Just plan your evening, and there's no reason to take the chance.
While the corner of 4th Street and Muhammad Ali Boulevard may be quiet for now, 4th Street Live marketing manager Katie Ganiger says locals and tourists are ready to ring in the new year in style.
Louisville is actually one of the largest for New Year's Eve celebrations. I'm sure that's no surprise to us locals. We love our city.
And the countdown begins. At 4th Street Live, Alex Dieter, WHAS 11 night team on your side.
Tickets, by the way, are still on sale for 4th Street Live's downtown celebration. The doors there will open at 8 tomorrow night. Other major cities across the world will take part of New Year's celebrations. Many people will gather in New York's Times Square, with millions around the world watching online and on television. NYPD, along with other state police, are cracking down for safety measures. NYPD says not only will it be deploying helicopters and drones, it'll have many boots on the ground.
The public should expect to see thousands of NYPD officers deployed throughout Times Square. That includes officers from our specialized units, including Emergency Service Unit, K-9, the Bomb Squad, heavy weapons teams, and our harbor teams.
And this was the scene almost a year ago after a man drove a pickup truck into a crowd on New Orleans' Bourbon Street, killing 14 people and injuring dozens more. According to the Associated Press, 350 members of the Louisiana National Guard will provide security support for celebrations in New Orleans. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry requested the National Guard troops. By the way, a heads up about this very newscast for you tomorrow night. The WHAS 11 night team is on at 10 tomorrow night for a 30-minute newscast. ABC does break away for us from Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve broadcast so we can bring you the news. The Dick Clark Show starts at 8 and is now in its 54th year on ABC. After our newscast, it'll take you right up to the ball drop there in Times Square. Catch the WHAS 11 night team tomorrow night at 10. New information tonight about the case against the former Eastern Kentucky Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins, accused of killing a judge in his chambers. A new motion has been filed seeking to disqualify the judge presiding over this current case. Steins is accused of shooting and killing Judge Kevin Mullins last year inside the Letcher County Courthouse. According to the motion, the defense claims that a week before that shooting, the presiding judge and Kevin Mullins both attended a meeting of the Kentucky Judicial Commission on Mental Health. Video shows them near each other the entire time during that meeting. The defense says they just learned about this video and that there could now be potential bias, so they want the current judge to leave the case. Tonight, a goat owner in the Clifton neighborhood just outside downtown is worried about how a new city ordinance will impact her ability to keep her goats in her city backyard. So we contacted the Metro Council member for that area, who says the city is not going to be enforcing this ordinance for the time being. WHAS 11's Travis Breeze tells us what could come next in this animal debate.
Betty is 6 and Boone is 7.
Betty and Boone are two Nigora goats that live in Bree Frederick's yard in the Clifton neighborhood. Boone is usually the first to say hello.
He likes the feel of like jeans and khakis.
Frederick uses their cashmere fibers for her small business. She also takes them on goat walks on Frankfurt Ave, as we showed you back in 2021. She's very proud of the goat playground and education area she's made.
The whole property is only 1/10 of an acre, but it's a lot of space.
While the goats may like it, it violates a new city ordinance. A code change in October that had to do with microchipping dogs and cats also says all goats need to be on at least a ½ acre of land.
Which doesn't make sense, because I could have them in a tiny area on 3 acres, and that would be legal.
We realize that, like every public policy issue, this is a complicated issue, and so it deserves, thoughtful time and discussion. And
ever since the mini horse bandit got a ticket, Councilman Andrew Owen says that they've told Metro Animal Services not to enforce this ordinance, and it is something that they will pick up when they come back from the holiday break.
The grandfathering clause is what they've been talking about doing, which would mean that all existing animals would be okay, but future animals wouldn't. And a huge part of what I do and what the others do is a lot of education and advocacy. It's really important for us not to just save these 2 animals, but future goat owners.
Frederick understands there needs to be some regulations around barn animals in a city environment. She hopes the council members will be open to amendments in the new year.
I do think I have a lot of support here.
In the meantime, Betty and Boone will finish munching their holiday wreaths. In Louisville, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
Councilmember Andrew Owen says it's very common for city leaders to get complaints about chickens or pigs in Louisville. Someone might have on their property as well. He said there should be no more tickets from this ordinance until the Metro Council reconvenes and considers the changes after the holiday season. Now, this all stems out of the story we told you about last week, a Germantown woman who was fighting to keep her miniature pony in her yard. She's now getting new support from Metro Council as well. Susan Bruner was told that her pony named Bandit violated a new ordinance requiring at least 1 acre of land for miniature horses. Now, Metro Council member Jennifer Chappell says she's working to add language to the ordinance with a grandfather clause that will protect the animals. Louisville Metro Animal Services also plans to recommend that Bandit be allowed to stay, saying the pony has not caused any issues in the past. We have a new update for you here tonight. We've learned the motorcyclist's name after a deadly multi-vehicle crash on Preston Highway that happened the day after Christmas. It happened around 8 p.m. near Preston Highway and Maple Spring Drive. LMPD says the motorcyclist, named 27-year-old Austin Anderson, was traveling northbound on Preston Highway when a vehicle pulled onto northbound Preston from Maple Spring Drive. Anderson crashed into the vehicle and was then thrown off the motorcycle. Then a third vehicle driving on Preston crashed into the other 2 vehicles. Austin Anderson died at the scene. The other 2 drivers were taken to the hospital. One died the following day at the hospital, and the other, we are told, is expected to survive. Well, tonight, a state of grief looms around Riverside Drive in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Take a look, folks, right here. This is from the Sky 11 drone recorded today. The massive charred building left behind once was a restaurant on the riverfront there. The large fire engulfing the beloved Clucker's Chicken Restaurant, which overlooks the river. It happened very early this morning as Riverside Drive residents woke up to flames illuminating the waterfront in Jeffersonville. Firefighters spent about 3 hours battling this huge fire. Customers and employees of Clucker's told us it feels like their second home burned down. Jeffersonville Fire does not believe the fire was intentional, but says the windy conditions are a contributing factor.
Nobody was hurt, and the fire didn't spread to any of the nearby structures. So that's very important to us, especially with the lead that the fire had on us. It came in early hours of the morning. There's not many people around to notice things like that.
As soon as I heard about the news, it just devastated me for those people. And, right now we're doing a collection. I'd, maybe love to try to do a benefit and try to help out more.
Careful.
Always the caring spirit here in Kentuckiana, and firefighters are urging people to stay away from the scene as Jeffersonville Fire does continue their investigation. They told us they're going to be looking at the building's electrical system, the history of it, and the burning pattern of the blaze to help possibly find a cause. Happening new tonight on the night team, the union that represents Louisville jail employees gets a new leader tonight. A familiar name is returning to the job. Daniel Johnson was sworn in once again as president of FOP Lodge number 77. This position represents the officers and the staff of Louisville Metro Corrections. Johnson had served in this role from 2020 to 2024. He said he was asked to return to the job due to job vacancies at Metro Corrections. Tonight, he took note of the significant job loss there, saying most resigned for higher pay, safer working conditions, and better work-life balance elsewhere. Tonight, he said this is his #1 priority as officers are being assigned with additional responsibilities with limited resources.
#1 is just tackling the vacancy issues. That's a huge safety concern for us going on right now with both the staff and the people in custody there. We're just reaching levels, we've got 106 vacancies. And so at any given time, we're averaging 25, 30 vacant positions every day. And so that often means that, whoever is working is covering more than one spot, and they're doing the positions of what 2 and 3 people should be doing.
His interview there brand new tonight. Johnson also wants other policy changes, such as the importance of treating inmates with respect and the need for a more efficient facility. Next and new on the night team, severe weather impacting millions of people across America as we reach almost 24 hours until the ball drops in New York City tomorrow night. More on the holiday weather, the stormy weather, coming your way next.
And here's a look at today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $138 million. Powerball, $45 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.